I remember growing up, a common question my father would ask us as his children was, what are you thinking about? What's going on in your mind? And of course, every child, what is our first response?
Oh.
Nothing.
Oh. Yeah,
But you cannot think of nothing. You must be thinking of something. But truly, when we're constantly exposed to, I'll call it noise. In my day, it was the radio or the television. But now we have this constant background noise everywhere you go. You can't go shopping without something over the loudspeakers, the intercom, the airport. When you're
how they
boarding
get
a
the
plane,
subliminal messages in.
there is this constant barrage of noise, and there is no time to think. And I really try to emphasize this with the children, that they need to silence everything so that they can think. We need to use our imagination. I know there's a lot of literature saying we must control our imagination, we must stifle our imagination, but I look at our imagination as a gift from God. It is something good. If it weren't for our imagination, we wouldn't have this cell phone, we wouldn't have the internet, we would not have radio, we would not have television. These things were developed in someone's imagination long before they were put into practical use. And I think really when we're stifling that imagination, we are stifling God's creativeness in mankind, in these children. I look at, why are children struggling with mathematics and science? Well, they're given the information, memorize it, regurgitate it, and hand it back to me. Don't bother thinking about it, trying to understand or manipulate or experiment. I know growing up as a young boy, that was a major thing with me. I have to do an experiment. What will happen if I mix this with that? And everything was an experiment. Let's try this, let's try that.
And your eyebrows grew back.
And they did. We learned all about fire and electricity and all the things that, oh no, that's not safe.
Acid.
You can't let the children play with this. You can't let the children do that. They could get hurt. And I have always been a promoter of letting children experience things. Yes, you have to draw limits. You don't want them to get seriously hurt.
Yeah, we're not promoting carelessness, people, but
they have to be able to experience things and fail. And of course, my question after they do something that is stupid or whatever it may be, what did we learn from this?
That is his question.
What can we take away from this? Well, I'm not going to do that again. We've learned something, and that makes it all worthwhile.
I remember when I would do something stupid, and I remember Bishop Lewis would ask me, he's like, why did you do that? And I'd say, well, I don't know what I was thinking. He says, I can answer that. You weren't thinking. That's why you did it. You weren't thinking. And it's actually how marvelous really the human mind is. And just from our own personal experience, when you delve into your memories, and I can remember how a certain song, how it actually sounds without hearing it. I can remember the smell and sensory memory and everything, and how we're able in just our mind's eye to picture ourselves anywhere in space or time, you want to put it that way. So that imagination is something that has to be explored and developed, because one of the things we were told to do, as I remember it as a novice in meditation, is especially dealing with the life of Christ, to place ourselves as if we were there when these events took place. Like if you were there at the foot of the cross, you were there at the Last Supper, you were there when our Lord gave the Sermon on the Mount, to imagine yourself, what would it be like? And you need to be able to put yourself in that place. And you have to be able to think outside of the box of your everyday experience. And it's through that actually that helps us to work out our everyday experiences. Like they say, like about dreams. Very often our dreams are our subconscious trying to work out problems. So we're doing this instead of in our subconscious, we're doing this consciously in our imagination and how we deal with situations, and also in this and how we, come to know, love, and serve God better. I bring that up with the dream, and I kind of laugh because last night I had a dream. I think I was St. Peter.
Oh.
I think I was St. Peter, and I think he worked in a grocery store or something. And I knew I had to get this church started, and I didn't know where to begin, and I was being hunted. I'm pretty sure I was St. Peter.
Okay.
I'm sorry?
Were you working in the seafood department?
I don't get it. Oh
Well,
no, that was funny.
Just when you said dreams and how sometimes there are things that you're trying to work out, of course, dreams that I have, it's like, well, I guess if there's something to that, I'm the type of person you want around if, you're strapped to a bomb, because apparently I know how to dismantle it with a paper clip and a piece of chewing gum, because I'm the female MacGyver. So, which I'm not. Don't come.
All right, sister, which wire do we cut? I don't know. The clown is not here. What clown? I need the clown here to know what to do. He tells me. The clown? Yes, the clown.